Now the candy bar slush, I know Mildred and Lou heard me on the radio this morning. And if you've listened to, I'm on every morning, or every Monday morning, I'm on the David Light Show. Isn't it 1400, whatever? And I don't know, 2 years ago, I made a chocolate sipping dessert. I swear to God, he mentions it every single Monday. So I told him this morning, we couldn't have the chocolate sipping dessert because that's what you need to be sitting by the fire with a good book and, you know, this chocolate sipping dessert because it was warm. And if you could afford to have your fireplace on now, then you have way too much money because, you know, if you've got to cool your house so you can have your fireplace on, there's something wrong. So this was sort of a cold chocolate class rather than a hot one. So this is interesting. We're going to, I've already made it. I don't know whether we'll actually make it. I think we should talk about chocolate myself. But it's the chocolate ice cream. And I did use the K's chocolate ice cream. I mixed it with chocolate milk. Yeah. And then put some Heath bars in it. But before I put the Heath bars in it, I mixed this up. And this was a little bit softened. Mixed it with the chocolate milk. I used the food processor rather than a blender. Blenders and myself don't get along too well. So I did use the food processor, and then I put it in a pan, and it's in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Because you want it to be, since it's saying slush, you want it to be slushy. So this is it. And I know. I need a fork. I need a fork. Here we go. So all you would do is put the ice cream in your food processor or blender, add the milk, blend it up, stick it in a pan, and see how it's not really frozen in the center. It's really slushy. And then I did this, let's see, I put it in about 4:30. And then when I came in here before class, I kind of pulled it together, or, you know, kind of mixed it up is what you want to do. And at that point, so it had been in the freezer for an hour and a half. Then I put the Heath bars in it and put it back in the freezer, and you can see it's going to be perfect because it's perfect right now. I put the Heath bars in it. I know, and you could just, you know, this is like melted ice cream, and I think it might need a little bit more Heath bar in it. We'll make it really good. Say what? Yeah. Okay, so then we'll put some more Heath bar in it. And this is, I chose Heath bars. If that's not what you like, you can certainly use whatever you like. And it's easier to do this with a fork than it is a spoon because you want to sort of drag it through, especially if you've forgotten it in the freezer, just to kind of break it up. And we're going to serve this in little cups, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be better than the chocolate sipping dessert. Okay, I'm going to stick it back in the freezer for now.